Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. Today I am driving the new 2020 BS6 Creta. Well, it looks stunning from the inside, from the front. So you have DRLs everywhere, all are LED treatment. So big Hyundai logo, the chrome grille, the brushed silver finish adds beauty to it. Yes, it's such a beast that it's so massive, it's huge, and it's powered by a 1.5 liter CRDI 16 volt engine which produces 115 horsepower, and yes, this beast needs such a bigger engine to run. So you have roof rails everywhere, you have chrome finish, you have gloss black finish everywhere. Now coming to the tire sizes, the tire size happens to be 215. That's 60, I guess, 60 and R17s. You get dual disc brakes both front and the rear. You have request sensor on the front driver side door. You have puddle lamps with welcome function, so whenever you unlock the car, you just follow with the light. Now coming to the rear, of the vehicle, you have a bumper, you have fog lights, you have reflectors, and that's a visor, and you have a shark fin antenna over there. These are all LED lights. These look stunning on the vehicle. This is a XS optional variant, so it has a sunroof and a aluminium brushed finish roof rails. This is a beautiful, rear lights which adds more beauty to the car. Let's open up the boot of the vehicle. Before that, I would like to show you the rear parking camera, which is nice, and it has lights to support your number plate or stuff like that. Let's quickly open up the boot. That's huge. I can sleep on it. That's big. So beneath it is a space saver tire, which is 205/65 R16 wheels. It's a smaller tire which is not an alloy, which is surprising. Now you can recline the seats. You have dedicated slots for it. You just need to snap in this, and yes, that is how both the seats recline. That's a kind of okay. Yes. That is how you close both the seats and increase the boot carrying capacity. You can probably carry a smaller i20 in it. That's huge. Now let's close the boot. Now from the sides it looks stunning. To open up the petrol tank, you have to manually open it from the driver's side door. You have chrome door handles. Doors open up pretty much big and wide. So you have, I guess there are three kind of treatment on the door. You get a beige, you get a black, and this is a Bose audio system. So you have door pockets which are pretty much large enough. There is space to keep your stuff. I guess I have locked it from the inside. So you get manually adjustable sun blinds, which is a pretty nice touch because privacy is a must. Now quickly, yes, unfold the seats. The Creta badging right over there. That's the camera we have been shooting all day. A pillow has fallen off. You get leather upholstery for this. Getting into the vehicle, a lot of stress, So this is a magazine holder. The windows are on the taller side, so you kind of feel of claustrophobic and something like that. So that's a new air purifier. These NC vents really feel so supreme and nice. This is a dedicated USB charging socket. That is space to keep your stuff. The floor is almost flat, so the 3 to 4 people can easily fit in this vehicle. Now you get a center armrest with twin cup holders. You can't open up the boot from here, but you get 3 adjustable headrests. I suppose no, you get only 2. This is a kind of nice cushioning. You get a Creta cushioning for your, that's the passive shelf. Look at the top. That's a panoramic sunroof. You get 3 handles in total. The lights have been placed in a very fancy way. These are, I guess, LEDs, which is a nice touch. So let's get into the driver's seat. You also get ISOFIX child fits mounts for the vehicle. Let's get into the front of the vehicle, which is a driver's side vehicle. Now passive entry. I have the key in my hand. Yes, pull up the door. Doors open pretty much wide enough. So for the driver's side, you get one touch up and down, which is kind of nice. This is to retract your windows so that you can just fold it while in the parking lot. This is to keep your stuff. This is to hold your water bottles and stuff like that. The vehicle ground clearance has been increased a bit much for better performance and suspension and stiffness like such. For the driver side, you get electrical adjustable, which is expected at this price point, it's like you can just rig it. See, it's so fluid, it's so fast, and the feedback from the system is pretty much great, which kind of feels nice. That's the fuse box of the vehicle. Well, this is to open up the hood, this is to open up the fuel cap, this is the fuse box, this is the engine stop start button. Now let's get into the vehicle. Whew. Well, the doors close with a proper thud. So lot of digital units. See, you get driving info. That's a compass standard. See, it's saying low pressure for the rear back tire, so which is, you know, we need to pressurize that thing. That's a fuel meter, that's a temperature meter, that's the RPM meter on the right, which is a dial. I'm pretty much exhausted because this car has so much to talk on offer. Well, for the driver side you get a receipt holder, and for the rear co-driver you get a big mirror, and it says airbag warning and stuff like that. I don't understand why cars are providing still receipt holders because of the FASTag thing and all. Well, the glove box is decent enough. You get cooling function as well. Well, this is the new system, which kind of feels so fluid, so nice, so good to use. Well, I guess lots of plastic everywhere, lots of plastics here and there. The roof treatment is pretty much nice, it's a beige color. So this is a sunglass holder, these are the light switches, this is also LEDs, which are kind of feels nice. Now coming to the cluster, this is all new unit. So let's play an audio right away. The audio is pretty much clean, pretty much crisp, and pretty much nice. And with the vehicle and with the Bose audio system, it pretty much feels so good and comfortable to use. So you know, the audio thing for the knob gives good feedback from the vehicle. Now this is the AC vents. So you get an automatic climate control system. So you get front defogger, rear defogger. This is a hazard light switch. Well, this is one 12-volt charging socket. This is a USB, and you get a fast charging. And this is a wireless charging pad, so you can just keep up some phone with support wireless charging. I've been recording the GJI with my mobile, so that's the reason I can't put it. So well, the cool thing is that it gets ventilated seats, which means that you can cool your seats with on the go, which kind of feels nice. Yeah, you can adjust the level of cooling from here, and I can feel some amount of air coming from beneath, which kind of feels nice. Well, this is a driver rear view monitoring. You get, oh my god, the seat feels so comfortable, so good to use. Well, this is the auto park, electronic parking brake. We get auto hold function. Well, you get engine stop button over there, traction control switch over there, headlight leveler over there, and I'll show you a very cool feature.
How can I help you?
Open sunroof.
Opening the sunroof.
Well, that's a party trick of the vehicle. You can just close and do many such things with the push of a voice command button. Well, this is a panoramic sunroof, which brings a lot of airy feeling and lots of, higher feeling to the vehicle. Well, let's close it. Close sunroof.
No results found.
Well, that doesn't happening, so let's close it manually. So well, the steering feels nice to hold, and it's comfortable. You get cruise control along with it. Let's check the wipers. You get 2 strip rays on offer, which cleans the windscreen in no time. Let's check the rear wipers. Well, that's cleaning in no time. The vehicle is pretty much long, you can feel it from inside. Well, let's turn off the air conditioning and the cooling function for a minute. So without any delay, let's get driving. I urge everyone to take safety precautions, fasten your seatbelts, check for all the doors to be locked. Please don't try to imitate. Now let's try the vehicle, which means putting up into the first gear, lowering the electric handbrake down. Well, that's done. Well, checking for all the doors to be locked. Well, it revs till 5000 rpm. Well, let's launch the vehicle a bit slow because I have to get used to the vehicle a bit. Let's launch the vehicle. Oh my god, auto lock function for the doors. That's kind of nice. Well, yeah, it pretty much feels like the Venue, but the comfort level and the suspension and the engine gives you a good feedback that it's not a Venue, it's probably a Creta for sure. Well, the drive is pretty much smooth. Even in the farthest gear, it's not hesitating to pull the engine much, and the car feels pretty much nice, pretty much decent, pretty much cool. And with the ventilated seat function, your back and your bottom feels so good, so comfortable to drive even at very hard and heavy climates. Now, well, let's check how much amount this thing has got. Let me just pick the driver rear view monitoring. Well, the screen feels so good. It's so big, I can tell you. It has a split screen system which makes easy for, you know, browse maps and rear view monitoring easy for you. Well, a lot of traffic on offer today, you know, because of the road construction works. Well, that's not a problem for the Creta because it can handle situations in any possible situations with NIZ. Now let's take a quick U-turn and check what this vehicle has got. Horn feels nice. It's decent but not loud though. Because of the vehicle stiffness, I can feel it like it's not that loud. Well, let's take a halt and just check how much amount of power this vehicle has got. Yeah, I guess this is probably the best spot to stop. Well, let's stop it here. Yeah, that's cool. Let's stop it here. Now let's launch the vehicle, which means switching on the driver view monitoring. Well, that doesn't respond well. Okay, now pulling up the handbrake down. Now switching to driver rear view monitoring. Traction control off. No wheel spin, maybe because of the dynamics and stuff like that. The traction control has been disabled. Still no spin on offer. Well, this also gets a speed warning as per the BS6 norms, and this is a diesel engine. Probably all BS6 vehicles are switching to petrol, but Hyundai is still to work at the diesel engines for the Creta and the Venue model. Well, we have other models for the Verna and Creta which are also in petrol, but still a few vehicles Hyundai isn't properly concentrating on giving all the petrol vehicles because the petrol engines are more powerful and punchy as well, but diesel infines, you know, low maintenance and stuff like that, but it's a long lasting motor unlike the petrol which gives, you know, low fuel economy, and probably the engine cost is less, but still people prefer a diesel engine for the Creta and the Venue because of the, you know, the heavy load which is providing by the higher dynamic vehicles. Well, we are already into, you know, 6th gear. Well, the engine feels so quiet, so comfortable to drive. Well, it's giving me a reduced speed warning because of the BS6. Well, even in the 6th gear, the motor doesn't hesitate to pull. Well, body roll is well contained. Well, the steering feels light and sleek and comfortable to use. Well, so that's an another Creta which is going to the Hyundai showroom probably, I guess. And before I was driving a i20, I can spot few i20s going. So there is a saying that if you drive something, the same vehicle follows you. Okay guys, take care, see you soon, take care, bye.